Hey there. Oh my gosh, I am so excited, so nervous. My cheeks are flushed. Today, I am stepping a giant leap outside of my comfort zone by going live here on YouTube. This is something that my mentor, Michelle O'Neill, is encouraging us to do. And I've said since I started the Legacy Builders program just over a month ago that this is an amazing personal growth opportunity, because we are becoming the people who can have a successful online marketing business. But to do that, we can't stay safe. We can't stay all protected within our comfort zone. We need to, I want to say, explode our way out of them. But that's just not my way, because I'm more of a tippy toe type person. Last week, I had promised myself I was going to go live, and I kept finding excuses to not. First of all, my hair needed to be cut, and I got it cut yesterday, so that excuse is gone. The laundry needed to be done and folded. The dishes needed to be done. There are always excuses to not do things. But if we want to grow, if we want to become people who can make amazing changes within our lives, we need to be willing to step outside of our comfort zone and do something that feels big and feels scary and feels overwhelming. But we can do it, because what's the worst thing that's going to happen? So my cheeks get a little bit redder. So my hands start to shake a little bit. So people laugh at me or make comments about me. But do you know what? Most of those people that will make negative comments, they're people who aren't playing the game. They're watching from the sidelines and judging me because I suck at this right now. But I'm trying and I'm learning, and therefore I can improve. When you're just playing this game inside your head, there's no improving that, because you've already mastered it. You're already perfect in your head. It's just when we put it out into the world that it can get a little bit uncomfortable. So today, my mentor, again, Michelle O'Neill, the founder of the Legacy Builders program, who I think is a top-notch individual. She is so encouraging, so supportive, and she understands where I'm coming from and where 33,000 members of our community are coming from when it comes to putting ourselves out here to build this business. So the reason why I decided to join the Legacy Builders program is not because I need a lot of money. And this is one of my own opportunities for growth, because I live a very simple life. I live a nomadic life in a 7x14-foot cargo trailer. And I don't have that many money needs. The big thing is food and gasoline as we're traveling. But yet, I still wanted to join this program. I still wanted to earn more money. But then she challenged me to answer the question, but why? Well, yesterday, two amazing things happened. Two amazing things happened within a couple of hours of each other. And that really, it touched my heart enough to help me realize this is why I enrolled in this program. The first thing happened when I was getting my hair cut. It looked much better yesterday after she had styled it and everything. So I go to Spa Tech here in Maine, and this is a cosmetology school. And the student who was working on me was a young woman. She was 4 or 5 months pregnant. And she's talking about the excitement of, starting her family, starting her career. She'll finish her schooling just before she has her baby. And the mentor who was helping her, he was an older gentleman, not older, probably in his early to mid 50s. And he was telling me how he gave up his full-time career as a hairstylist because he needed to take care of his aging parents. And yet he was a little bored with that. And so he came to work here 1 day per week, which of course that expanded into more time. But he started off 1 day a week, helping the students, serving as an instructor. But he wanted the income because, of course, we need money to live. But yet his primary focus was on taking care of his parents. And as I sat there in the chair, listening to their stories, and I'm thinking, wouldn't something like this be wonderful for them? Because it would give them options for a consistent income stream that's not taking that much time. With Legacy Builders, we're taught how to master a 2-hour workday on those income generating tasks, the ones like going live on YouTube that we can put off easily for days, weeks, months, years, for me, decades. But I can commit to 2 hours a day to do this work. And I have been consistently doing the work with a few little dropping the ball here and there. But it's a new habit. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to beat myself up for it. But wouldn't it be wonderful if people like this young student and this mature instructor, if they had an opportunity, an option that would allow them to make the income they need so that if they choose to have more time at home with their child or to assist their aging parents, they wouldn't have to worry about paying their bills. And I just thought, that is so powerful. I would love to be able to share that opportunity with them. And of course, I'm an introvert, so I sat in my chair and just kind of do. But this is why I'm online today, to share this opportunity. It is not for everyone. You have to be a self-starter. You have to want this. And some people will just criticize it and say it's not possible from the get-go. And that's because of the way that they believe. Their thoughts about money, their thoughts about online business opportunities, about business in general. It's kind of probably their attitude and their approach about life. But Michelle and her team, we have a mentor who comes in who helps us with our mindset when we're doubting ourselves, when we're right up against our fears and saying, I don't think I can do this. And they give us those words of encouragement to say, just try. What's the worst thing that can happen? And that's so powerful to me because I've always been one to take those small steps, step by step by step. If I can do this one step, I can back off. But then you take that one step and you're like, oh, I can do that. I'm going to keep going. So that was the first story, the student and the mentor. And then a couple of hours later, I was visiting a friend, which this is one of the reasons I love my nomadic lifestyle, because I can schedule times to meet with friends and family members around their schedules. So I have that flexibility of time because so many times we try to schedule appointments to visit friends and families. And it's hard. It's like, well, I've got the third Tuesday of next month free, for 35 minutes. Could you meet me? But my days are open because of this lifestyle. And so when someone says, so for me, in this case, I had wanted to make an appointment to have my hair done. The haircut is about 2/3 of the way from where I'm living to where my friend lives. And so I'd reached out to her and said, hey, I'll be down that way next week. What day works for you to get together? And she told me yesterday. And so I called to get an appointment to get my hair done yesterday. So it all worked out. So I have that flexibility of time because the relationships are so important to me. And I'm one of those people that when someone says, let's get together, I'm like, okay, let's schedule a date. Rather than, oh, I'll get to you next week. Oh, maybe next month. I don't go that way. People are too important to me. So anyway, I am visiting my friend and she needed to have some plumbing work done on her kitchen sink. It was leaking. And a young woman, probably in her late 20s, early 30s, she was the plumber and she had been there several times. Another story. You don't need to know it. You don't care. I know. But as she's talking, because my friend and this young woman had built a relationship, they're talking about things that are going on. And I overheard the plumber saying that she has a 5-year-old son and he would like to do some sports activities this fall. And she's debating whether or not to sign him up for it. And it costs about $250. And she doesn't know if she has the money. She doesn't know if he'll like it. And and I could hear her distress because it kept coming back to the money. And I'm thinking, wow, wouldn't it be great if I could be sitting there hearing this conversation and whipping out my wallet and pulling out $250 and saying, here, sign your kid up. Whether she would have the receiving heart to take that, I don't know, but I could offer it. And I could offer it without wondering, how's this going to impact me later? Should I do this? Should I not do this? What if I need that tomorrow? But with the Legacy Builder program, I am confident, even though I have not earned anything yet, I am confident. I trust the system. I trust that the universe brought me to this place to do the personal growth work so that this can happen for me. My vibration is so high and I am ready just to start receiving. Not everyone's ready to receive. Some people are stuck in their doubts and their fears. They're afraid to make a mistake. They're afraid to take any type of risk. And one thing I did to reduce my level of risk with Legacy Builders program, which I think is one of the outstanding features of it, is you can purchase into this program at 4 different price levels. You can start it at a $100 level, which is called the Launch Pad. And if you're thinking about online marketing, about digital marketing, about creating your own online courses, if you want to have a bigger social media presence, if you want to learn how to start a YouTube channel and do the monetization through social media, this program can help you get started with that. The thing that's great about the $100 level, so let me backtrack a bit. Sorry, I'm going to be all over the place because I don't have a process down for these yet. I'm still flying by the seat of my pants. But the thing that comes with every level, starting at the $100 level, is you have resell rights, master resell rights to the course and community materials. So at the $100 level, you have a program, a course online that's going to teach you how to set up a website, a capture page for email addresses, and a sales page. You're also part of the community where Michelle O'Neill and her team will mentor you, give you guidance. Michelle puts out a video every single day for us to encourage and inspire and tell us to keep going. One of the big messages is just keep showing up, be consistent. Don't think you can post something one day and then wait 3 days and then wait another 2 days to post a video or a social media post and expect people to respond to you. Because we need to keep seeing faces over and over again. And then we say, oh yeah, that's a familiar face. I kind of like that person. And then we stop and we pause and we listen a little bit longer. And then we scroll on because we're distracted, we're busy. But then a few days later, you see the same person again and you say, I keep seeing Donna. Wonder what she's talking about today. I have a little bit more time. So even at the $100 level, you have that business set up, all done for you. We just have to go in and do a few little tweaks. But the step-by-step tutorials, the video tutorials, and there are written instructions with most of them as well. They help you take care of those details. What I did was I purchased at the $300 level, which is called the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint. I loved this one, and I chose this one because, number one, it was a little bit less risk financially. The highest level program is $900. $300 level seemed very doable financially. It wasn't setting my Scrooge senses on alert. It wasn't warning, warning, warning. It was okay. That's okay. If you don't like this, it wouldn't be a huge loss. I've spent money on other things that I didn't end up enjoying or doing. But the reason I was attracted to the $300 level was because there were sections in their course sections teaching us how to come up with our stories, to share our powerful messages. I tend to ramble a lot. You can see that. I tend to ramble and I don't get to the point. It's part of my nature. It's who I am. If you have an in-person conversation with me, that's what's going to happen. Oops, sorry, my inverter's fan is going on. In our 7 by 14 foot cargo trailer, we are 100% solar powered. And so sometimes that gets a little bit noisy. When I'm recording videos, I just pause and wait for that to silence. It usually takes about 40 seconds or so. So the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, the $300 program that I purchased in it, see, it's done already. It has the information about building your social media following. It has the information about storytelling and just feeling more confident in having an online presence. So it's just amazing. And I have since upgraded to the full $900 level, even though I'm not jumping into those course materials yet, because I want to master the 2-hour workday. And the 2-hour workday, and you can spread this however you want over the course of your day. It's not 8 to 10 a.m. you need to do this work. It's 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here. And what the 2-hour workday consists of, it is the income generating focused activities to increase our exposure to a wider audience. It is creating content. So this consists of posting ads to free ad websites. And this is about 30 minutes is the goal. And this is even included in that $100 level launch pad. It's so cool. She is so generous with the information she's sharing to help us get started, to build our confidence, to help us step outside of our comfort zone without feeling so overwhelmed by our own junk that's going on in our head or by the technology behind it. It's just an easy, simple process. We can go at our own speed. And some people go gangbusters. They're all in, they're everywhere. They're doing all of the stuff. But it's not that way for some of us. Some of us will have a slower journey. And for me, I'm just enjoying the journey. When I start to feel hyped up and I start to feel stressed and overwhelmed, that's when I just take a break and I step back. And sometimes those are the days when I didn't get my 3 activities finished that are part of the 2-hour workday. So let me go back to that. So it's 30 minutes of posting ads to free ad websites. And within the program, all of that information is provided. The ad copy examples, as well as the free ad websites and how to discover more. It's pretty cool. Then we're supposed to spend about an hour creating 3 pieces of social media content. She teaches you how to do that. Initially, for me, it took me longer than that because for this introvert, my slow thought processes, as you can hear here, it would take me 2.5 to 5 minutes to create a 30-second to 1-minute video because I would have long pauses. I would start and I would stop and then I would restart. Luckily, the editing software allows you to figure that stuff out. And they teach you how to use the TikTok editors and the other video editors. It's really very cool. And then the other 30 minutes of the day, as you build your following, as you are getting more comments and interests in your social media posts, in your content, then you will spend 30 minutes responding to people's requests for more information. But initially, because there's very little feedback, like I get some videos, I get absolutely nothing, and that's okay. And Michelle tells us that's okay. Expect that. It just takes time. It takes time for these mysterious algorithms to help us find our ideal audience. Just keep creating the content. Don't think you're doing anything wrong. Just keep creating. But when you first start and we don't have that high response time for comments and email replies, we can use that 30 minutes to dive into the course program, to watch videos, to learn, to participate in the digital growth community, which is now up to 33,000 members. So you can learn from others. You can hear what challenges they're having. You can learn how to deal with them because the members are always helping each other out. It's very powerful, very amazing. And then let's see. Oh, so I did jot down a couple of notes so that if I ran out of things to say, I would know what to say. So I shared a little bit about why I'm considering, or why I considered purchasing this program and why I chose this particular program. And so now I would love to ask you, what has you watching this program? Why are you looking into digital marketing, affiliate marketing, creating your own online courses? What is it that compels you to be here in this space? Because not everyone is interested in being a content creator. Not everyone is interested in exploring how to earn passive income. Not everyone believes it's possible, and not everyone believes it's possible for them as individuals. But there's something in you that has sparked your interest, your awareness, and I would love for you to share that with me. If you would share that in the comments, I would be so grateful. I shared the two stories earlier about the young mom, the plumber, who needs money to send her kid to a sporting activity. And then about the hairstylist and the student and the mentor who have family needs, that it would just be nice. It would be more than nice. It would be so flippin' awesome if they didn't have to worry about their money obligations. They could just enjoy their careers because they love them. They have the passion for them. They could specialize however they want rather than having to do what they need to do to get the job done. Some of those students that I've worked with or that I've received haircuts with over the year, over the years, some have loved just cutting hair. Some have loved coloring. And some have loved doing the manicure and the pedicure aspects of it. Some of them have said, I would love to specialize in that. I would love to take advanced training in color. And then reality will strike almost every time, and they'll say, but I get that I'll probably just have to do haircuts because there's not that big of a market for specialized coloring here in Maine. Oh, that hurts my heart, because wouldn't it be wonderful if they had another source of income so they didn't have to worry about earning all of their money from being a hair stylist? They could be a colorist, and they could have exclusive customers, and that could be their passion. And if they had this other income in, they could do wonderful things for some of the organizations that they care for. Can you imagine the girls in Big Brothers, Big Sisters or something being able to have their hair done, treated by someone who's a professional who will just dedicate her heart to helping them because she doesn't have to worry about charging them these really high prices? So it's the giving. It's allowing others to have their dreams that really thrills me. And perhaps this is why about 25, 30, about 25 years ago, I discovered a program that was for women who wanted to become professional speakers. I was a member of Toastmasters International at the time, and I was working on developing my public speaking skills. And there was a program that I wanted to go to. I was living here in Maine. It was in Baltimore, Maryland, a 3-day seminar. And it was going to cost around $500 to attend, I think that included the hotel stay too. Yeah, this was 25 years ago. That's probably about right. Today, no way. But I talked about this with my mother-in-law, and she was just curious, and she says, what is it about this that has you so excited about it? And I told her about the two women that lead the program, and I told her about my dreams of being an inspirational speaker. And she would listen, and I said, yeah, but $500, I had young children at home, 5 days away from work, it's like, yeah, I can't do it. I said, but it would be so cool. And this program, like many seminars, it was off in the future. It was probably like 6 months off. And then the next time I saw her, we would just be chatting. And then she'd say, have you learned any more about this program you were talking about? And I said, I'm still on their mailing list and, I would love to go, but, it's just not possible. But I would talk more about it. And then about 3 months before the seminar date, when I went to visit her one day, she slid a card and a check across the table to me. And she said, I believe in your dreams. And I want you to go. And of course, I was one of those people. I was very independent. I said, can't take this from you. And she's my mother-in-law. It's not even like she was my mom, although heart-wise, she definitely was. And I said, I don't know when I could pay you back. And she said, nope. This is a pay it forward deal. If at some point in your life, whether it's 5 years from now or 10 years from now, excuse me, remember this and pay it forward. I don't want to see that money back. It's not necessary. It's a gift to you because you have a dream. And you need someone who believes in your dream too. And someone who believes in you. I didn't expect this. That's the person I choose to be. And the money I bring in through passive income, through digital marketing, messy, through reselling this program, will give me that money so that I can give a plumber $250 for her child's sporting thing. I can share the information with people who are talking about their hardships, and I'm reading into and thinking, believing that there's probably financial challenges that come with their choices to be with their families. And just being able to share the opportunity. And so today, I took a big step forward today doing this live, to be one of those people who can help other people's dreams come true. Because money shouldn't hold us back. Money shouldn't hold us back. Unfortunately, it does. For me, it has held me back for decades. It's the memories that I've never had that I can't have now. My youngest son and I, we always, probably from the time he was an early teenager, we talked about skydiving together. And then he passed away when he was 21. We never did it because we didn't have the money. On his 22nd birthday, I went skydiving alone. But I did it for him. We shouldn't be missing out on memories just because we don't have the money. Whew. Within this program, Michelle tells us that we need to get to our very deep, very emotional why. Why we're doing this, why we're going to keep pushing our comfort zone, and why we're going to put ourselves out there and risk being attacked and ridiculed. Yeah, so that's my why. The connections with other people, the memories, and they don't have to be mine. I can support your dreams, the memories you want to make with your loved ones, because that's what matters most in life. For me, it's not about the money. It's about what the money can do for others and for myself. I'm not going to lie about that. Yes, as we've been here in Maine for the summer, I have gone to see many of my friends, and some of them have lived 60, 90 miles away. And then the niggling thought in my mind is, oh, that's going to cost a lot of gas money. But I know my friends are worth it, and I'm willing to pay that price. But how much more enjoyable would those visits be if the thought and the worry about how much we were paying for gas never crossed my mind? To just fully embrace the magic and the wonder and the excitement with no doubts, I'm going to go see a friend today. Oh, that just makes my heart sing. So, I did pretty good. I'm almost at 30 minutes. I don't know if anyone's ever come in. I haven't looked. I tend to be very focused. This live stream is very basic now that I look at it. But initially, it just still felt very overwhelming. So today I invite, I encourage you to learn more. If this is something you're interested in, if it's been just this niggling thought in your head of, I wonder if this is real. I wonder if this could work. I wonder if this could work for me. I'm here to tell you the only way you're going to know and to make an informed decision is to learn more. Excuse me. And you can do that by going to my website, and the link is in the description. Oh, I have to make sure I put it in the description. Yeah, so now I just lost my train of thoughts. So the website is callywindcreates.com, which is the name of this YouTube channel, because I forgot that information to start with. If you have dreams, if this is something that you're considering, and you have that, I wonder what if, and you can picture and imagine a life where you don't have to worry about the money, what would your life be like? If you were to learn more information today and decide that this seemed like a good fit for you, and you'll have the opportunity to see Michelle O'Neill in action and determine whether or not her energy aligns with yours, because that's really big. If we take courses with people that we don't like the sound of their voice, we don't like their energy, we're not going to do those courses. And so that's really important, because as I said, she is the lead mentor in this group, in the community. And so if she kind of drives you batty, then it's not a good fit for you. And that's okay. Keep looking, because if you are looking and you are curious rather than skeptical, you'll find what you're looking for. I believe that with all of my heart. So I invite you, go to my website, callywindcreates.com, enter your email address, and you'll start receiving emails from me. You'll be taken to a thank you page that has a video with Michelle O'Neill talking about the program. And you can experience it from the consumer side to see what the experience is like. And then you can decide if this is, number one, if the course itself is something that would serve your needs. If you are interested in creating your own online courses, if you are interested in creating passive income through affiliate marketing, or if you're interested in just building something like a YouTube channel. And I look at YouTube channels and online courses. These are the modern version of everyone wants to write a book. I did write a book. I did write a book. It's called Glow, Renew Your Spirit and Release Your Inner Beauty. Oh, it's been a long time. It's been about 25 years since I wrote that story, which also was the result of people who believed in my dreams. And I just love it. You know, when people believe in your dreams and they believe you're capable of doing things, doesn't it make you feel like you're on top of the world? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So, where was I going with that? Oh, so online courses. If you have an online course in you, whether it's 1 or 20, this program can teach you how to do that. And so if it's something that you're interested in, you'll learn more about it. callywindcreates.com, www, that's important, .callywindcreates.com. Learn more information and decide if this is something that would work for you. And if it's not, that's okay. Just by learning something new was a step that you would take outside of your comfort zone. Just a little bitty step, because you'll receive the email. If it's not something you want, you can unsubscribe and never hear from me again. But if you discover that it's something you want, you can reply to the emails and ask your questions. All right. I'm not here to convince you to do something. I'm just here to support your dreams if this is something you've been dreaming about. All right. That's it for me. Have an amazing day. Thank you for spending your time with me. And I will see you in my next live stream next week. I'm going to do another one next week. All right. Bye.